Hey guys, it's Chris Mitchell here with ClerkHound, and today I'm going to show you just how easy it is to list your items on Reverb from within inside ClerkHound. First, make your way over to the Products menu, and you can either choose a new product or you can find an existing one that you would like to list on Reverb. I'm going to go ahead and choose this Devil Cat Gussie Class A tube amplifier because I really want to sell that on Reverb as well. Now your short product description is what's going to print out on your label. So when you go to print a label, for example, inside your store, that's what's going to show up on the product label. And you're also going to be able to show the sale price on the label as well. The full product description is what's going to give you a lot more details about the product inside of Reverb. So if your product has any damages to it or anything like that, you definitely want to make sure to list that right within ClerkHound so that it publishes correctly on Reverb. Of course, if you have a used item, you also want to put that in the short product description as well, just to give your customers an idea of what they're buying. So make sure that sale price is right. It's important to note that the store SKU, brand, and model will all be included in your Reverb listing once you publish to Reverb. Location is not going to show up in your Reverb listing, but if I have a warehouse or another location, I may want to put that here so that I can find it when I sell it. That way, if I go to look for it, I know where to find it when it comes time to ship. Now I've got my supplier SKU, and my cost down there. The next thing we're going to want to do is go ahead and load our photos. Now remember that in this photo box, they're going to appear exactly on Reverb just like you list them right here in ClerkHound. So it's important to go ahead and get the order right here in your listing in ClerkHound. Now I'm going to go to my computer desktop and grab the images that I already have of this amplifier and drag them into this little box. I'm going to drag each one of them into that little repository, and I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I've got all my photos lined up. Now you can tell that I've numbered these photos. I did that so that I would put them in the exact order that I wanted them to appear on my Reverb page. Just remember, any order that you drag them in this box in ClerkHound, that's the order that it's going to appear in Reverb. So just go through and drag each item, and if you make a mistake, you can delete it and put another one back in. ClerkHound supports up to 25 photos per Reverb listing. That's really nice if you've got an item that you want to list that has an issue or maybe a scratch, or if you just want to take a lot more photos of something to really give your customers the better idea of what they're buying. I just chose 6 because I think that'll be great for my Reverb listing. It's got the front and the back of the product, the sides, the isometric view, and everything that I want to list about the product. Now, when you click on this Reverb tab, you're going to want to remember that if you have not set up ClerkHound for Reverb, we have an entire video dedicated to setting up ClerkHound with Reverb. I've already set my ClerkHound account up with Reverb, so now it's time to publish. You can see that if I pull up this item, even though I've got photos in there and I've got all the listing information above, it says that it's not published. Now it pulls the store SKU of the Gussie Combo. The make and brand will be Devil Cat. The model is the Gussie Combo. The shipping profile is my amplifier profile. I've got that in my Reverb account. The condition is going to be brand new. And of course, the category is going to be amps. And it's that simple, folks. Now it's time to publish to Reverb. ClerkHound will ask you if you're ready to publish. Make sure you have that price and cost selected correctly. Click Publish, and at this point your listing is going to show up on Reverb as a preview. So you can click to see what your listing is going to look like. Now Reverb is going to go ahead and list this as a preview only. You're going to have to publish the listing before it actually shows up on Reverb. So before you publish, you may want to go ahead and look at your preview to make sure that everything shows up like you thought it would. In the top right hand corner, you can see my short product description, and then of course below that in the bottom left, you can see my full product description. And of course there's all of the photos that I listed in the order that I wanted them in. Now that I've checked all of my photos and my listing and seen that everything looks great, I'm going to go ahead and scroll back up and click Publish. And that's how easy it is to publish your items to Reverb from inside of ClerkHound.